Good morning everyone, it's me Basundhara and my team representing D2 on this presentation with the topic of foreign trade of Nepal. So foreign trade basically means international trade, which is the transaction of trade between two or more than two countries. Here the transaction between two or more than two countries is called foreign trade. In Nepali we can also say that एउटा कन्ट्रीबाट अर्को कन्ट्रीमा गुड्सहरु प्रड्युस गर्ने त्यसलाई चाहिँ international trade भनिन्छ. So for the aspects of foreign trade are bilateral trade and multilateral trade. Bilateral trade भनेको चाहिँ जम्मा दुईटा कन्ट्रीमा मात्र इन्टरनेशनल तरिकाले चाहिँ सप्लाई गर्ने हो. एउटा कन्ट्रीबाट अर्को कन्ट्रीमा चाहिँ गुड्स सप्लाई भयो भने चाहिँ त्यो चाहिँ bilateral trade हुन्छ. As for international trade, the transaction between two or more than two countries, यसमा चाहिँ धेरै कन्ट्रीहरुको चाहिँ इन्भल्भमेन्ट हुन्छ. So as for the importance of foreign trade, there are many topics for international trade. Some of them are proper utilization of resources, benefits to consumer, increase in employment and income, economic development, good relationship with foreign countries. As we know, foreign trade has helped developing country with many more and lots of things. Among them, some of them are benefits to consumer. By this point, it explains that the goods and services provided by other countries are very much benefits for our consumer, as we get top quality goods in low price. And economic development, as for economic development, developing countries like Nepal are very much helpful by the resources provided by other developed countries. By saying this much, I would like to conclude this presentation.
A warm greeting to everyone watching. It's me Divya Khatira from D2 section of Southwestern State College, today presenting in front of you. So today I'm here in front of you to present a small presentation about foreign trade. So basically, what is foreign trade? Foreign trade is basically international trade. International trade means the trade that is between two countries. There are two types of foreign trade. There are bilateral trade and multilateral trade. Bilateral trade, the exchange of commodities between two countries is called bilateral trade, whereas the exchange of commodities between two or more than two countries is known as multilateral trade. So basically, what are the importance of international trade? There are many importance of international trade. So one of them is proper utilization of resources, and next is good relationship with foreign countries. Basically, there are many importance of international trade. So my main topic is growth and trend of foreign trade in Nepal. So what is the growth and trend of foreign trade in Nepal? So first of all, we need to learn about trade balance. The difference between import and export is called trade balance. If the import is more than export, then we are suffering from trade deficit, whereas the export is more than import, it is called trade surplus. Foreign trade was only confined to India and China at the past, but now our country has started trade with many countries since 1956 AD. So we can see in the table that the volume of trade is increasing as the trade balance is also increasing. We can see that the trade deficit is also increasing. The major cause of trade deficit is that we are exporting more goods than we are importing goods. हैन, त्यो हामीले चाहिँ सामानहरु बाहिर पठाउनु भन्दा बढी पनि बाहिरबाट धेरै भित्राएको भएर चाहिँ हाम्रो कन्ट्रीमा ट्रेड डेफिसिट भइरहेको छ. So the next one is composition of Nepal's foreign trade. The composition of Nepal's foreign trade shows the type of commodities that a country sell or receive from other country. So the types of commodities are classified by standard international trade classification. There are 10 types of commodities. We can see that food and live animals, tobacco and beverages, crude animals and inedibles, some of them are the commodities that our country sell and receive from other countries. Direction of foreign trade refers to the countries that a country export or import their goods. So as we all know that Nepal only used to export and import goods from India and Tibet at the past, and we began overseas exporting and importing of goods since 1956 AD. We can see in the table that our country has exported and imported 78% and 62% of goods from India, whereas 1% and 14% from China and 21 and 24% of the rest of the world. So by saying this much, I'd like to conclude my presentation.
Good morning and namaskar to you all. This is me Anustava Acharya standing in front of you all in this presentation representing grade D2 in order to present on my topic problems of Nepalese foreign trade. As Nepal is suffering from trade deficit, there are various internal and external problems of Nepalese foreign trade. Some of them are geographical location, concentrated on few countries and few goods, low quality production, illegal trade between Nepal and India, and defective government policy. Now, I would like to explain these points. First of all, geographical location. We all know that Nepal is a landlocked country and it has to depend on India for importing and exporting to other third countries. Similarly, another major problem of foreign trade is that concentrated on few goods and few countries. Nepal only supplies few goods to other countries such as Nepali garments and woolen carpets. Similarly, it only imports from few Asian countries and only exports to USA, India, Germany, and so on. Similarly, another point is low quality production. As Nepal is a developing country and lacks of basic necessities, Nepali goods are not as good to produce for the foreign trade. Similarly, illegal trade between Nepal and India. As we all know, Nepal and India has a long and open border, so smuggling takes place which is not advantageous for foreign trade. And the last point is defective government policy. The government has made a policy from which the domestically produced goods only go to foreign trade and not domestically, so we have to import a lot of goods. Now, for my another topic, I would like to say something about World Trade Organization, WTO. WTO is a special organization of the United Nations which was established in the year 1995, January 1st. It was established with an aim to build a strong pillar for the economic development of the world. The headquarters of WTO is located at Geneva, Switzerland. Currently, WTO has 163 members, among which Nepal is its 147th member. Nepal got its membership in the year 2003. There are various objectives and principles of WTO. Some of them are listed here. The main objectives of WTO are to solve trade conflicts between the member countries and to simplify and reduce custom duties and other trade barriers, to achieve sustainable development in the member countries, and to preserve and promote the environmental resources. Similarly, there are various principles of WTO. Some of them are to carry out international trade without any discrimination, to develop open, fair, healthy competition between the member countries, to ensure free trade area in the member countries, and to provide security guarantee. Now, for another topic, I would like to say something about SAFTA, South Asian Free Trade Area. SAFTA was developed by SAARC countries in order to develop regional cooperation and ensure economic growth in the South Asian region. It was established in 2006, January 1st, after 11th SAARC summit held in Kathmandu. It helps in the development of economic growth and cooperation between the South Asian countries. Before SAFTA used to exist. There are various principles and objectives of SAFTA as well. Some of them are to promote fair competition between the member countries, to eliminate barriers of free trade area, to create effective mechanism for the implementation of trade agreement, etc. There are various principles of SAFTA. Some of them are SAFTA will be governed by rules, regulation, protocols, understanding, etc. The contracting states affirms their existing rights and obligations. It shall be based on overall reciprocity and mutual advantages. By saying this much, I would like to conclude my presentation. Thank you.